Hello, and welcome to All I Do is Listen to Adele's new album on repeat, and the Queen going into a new phase is something that we're all have to get accustomed to now.
Is that what you're calling Adele turning 30?
Yeah. She is the Queen to me. I am joined today, as ever, by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods.
Hey, Tom, straight off the bat, do you want some gossip?
Yeah, go on, hit me with it.
I spoke to someone, and I can't reveal who.
Okay.
About
this is
Adele.
good gossip.
All right, yeah.
Straight away.
In radio, someone in radio.
In radio, okay.
That said.
Crawley FM.
That, you know the new medium radio?
Yeah.
You heard of it.
He's an assistant producer on Sutton Coldfield.
Sutton Coldfield
evening
drive
hour.
time.
Yeah. Anyway, he's got the good goss.
And he said he met someone at a party a few years ago.
Okay, he met someone, right? Okay.
And they called and chat with them.
Yeah.
And they were so rude, just kept talking about themselves, how they're going to make it. They don't care about anyone else. It doesn't matter what they think. And they just left the conversation. And that person apparently was Adele.
Wow.
And they said they think it's going to come out soon that she's actually a prick. This is not my information.
Whoa.
I'm just putting this information out there.
She's a national icon, and I would not.
This is all I'm saying. This is from, this is what.
Wow.
So
you need to have a word with your sources and be like, first of all, I want to.
What? The carbonara and the spaghetti bolognese. And that's all we have time for, guys. Thanks so much for listening to all this.
I don't know. Adele.
That's all I've heard. I've never met her. This is all I've heard. And I haven't listened to her new album.
I put Adele in a bracket of British celebrity that cannot be touched. I put her up there with Bex and Attenborough, then Adele, astronaut Tim Peake. They're the four. Can't touch any of them.
David Beckham, did you not see the email that went round where he was like, I can't believe I've not got a fucking knighthood?
Yeah. And now he's just taken 200 million from the Tory government. So
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. Solid bloke.
Right. Firstly, let's say, celebrity gossip aside, which is what people come here for. So as well, if you've got any more celebrity gossip,
send your tips in.
Yeah, apparently Ali Woods is a real prick as well.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, people talking about me. So Tom Elwes, listeners, is jet setting extraordinaire. Just got off the plane.
Yeah.
Not even had time to
I bet
go home.
Just come back. Here. Just come back from Spain. Bonjour. It's it's
love
been,
the culture.
Yeah, it's
they do
been
great
lovely.
egg and chips out there.
Better than honestly. I found a cracking roast. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Cracking roast.
I'll be going to Seville. Tell you what you're going to get. McGuinness's Irish pub. Yeah. It is banging, mate.
Absolutely bang. Yeah. To be fair, I did actually have a very British moment last night. I was at
let me just try and believe that.
Yeah. It was at a tapas bar, right? Tapas bar, right? It was me. Right?
Portions are tiny. I can't play chorizo. Barely enough for one of us.
Yeah. Fella next to me, right? Also British, with his missus and all, right? And he's like to me, he's
the one who does those fucking TikToks.
Yeah. He's like, no, he goes, oi, mate. He goes, pints here. Guess how much?
Let me guess.
Guess how much?
Wait, at the tapas bar.
Yeah, it's tapas bar.
€2.30.
Nah, less,
cheaper.
Less.
€1.80.
You got it. €1. So he was like, it's €1. I was like, fine, I have 12. Party time.
I drank 2, went to bed.
Yeah. Left him with my missus. You can finish your rest.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know what? I'm a little hungover now. So yeah.
Wow, that's fun.
I ate a lot of jamboni ham. Jamboni ham. You know, the good ham.
I don't want to hear about your
like the cured.
Life,
the cured.
I don't want to hear what boys you visited out there, right? Okay.
Yeah, I lot of ham. And I went Palace. It's lovely.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, away.
That's why you're out there doing a training game.
Yeah.
Palace. The Seville Palace, was it good?
Seville Palace, yeah, it's lovely. They filmed Game of Thrones there, so
that's wicked.
Yeah,
it's just a shit season on the other ones.
Yeah, it's actually also it was 25 degrees. I was sat by the pool.
Wow. 25
degrees. You would melt in 25. Imagine if it being a country was 25 degrees in November.
I wouldn't live in that country.
No, that's not an option for you. It's not an option for you. I wanted to get a Seville shirt.
Yeah.
It was, because the Seville Real Betis, that's the big rivalry.
Okay.
Yeah, huge.
Right.
Derby Day there is like...
Yeah, big, yeah.
People told us about it. I was going to get a Seville shirt.
Okay.
And then I saw that they cost €8 and I was like, no,
nah, you're right. Did you not try and go, I'll put it in a video and they were like...
Yeah.
Sorry, your British humour is not... it's not funny.
Mate, TikTok, you've been on it. Yeah. You ever heard of it?
TikTok, mate. You not reached it. But it was a good time then.
Oh,
recharge your batteries.
Look, all I'll say is it's a beautiful city and orange trees line the streets. It is, yeah. Just orange.
Well, if you
trees.
love it so much, we're going to fucking live there then.
Oh, you know what? I thought
I
about
like Britain, where our streets are paved with Greggs and spoons.
Yeah.
Orange trees. There was an orange tree pub near where I grew up. That's all I know. There's no orange tree there. But that's lovely, and it's lovely to have you back. You missed out on a fabulous Tuesday night at Vauxhall Comedy Club. You can check us out every week. Tuesday, we're there. Me and Tom will normally be there. At least one of us will be there.
Exactly.
And it was great. So you missed out on that. And otherwise, I've had a great week. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
I know it's tomorrow. It's not tonight. It's tomorrow.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
But I want to shout out producer Phoebe.
Yeah.
For these wonderful cupcakes.
This is the most our producer has ever gotten us. And we've been through a fair few producers.
Mooch, our old producer, would have put these down and then just sat back and gone, go on, eat one.
Yeah.
Eat one, go on. And you're like, what's in them? Nothing, mate. Just go eat one.
It's filled with acid.
Exactly, yeah.
Hilarious. The only thing Mooch has ever gotten us is a lawsuit.
And it's a good time to say hi to our fabulous production team that we're lucky to have. Lucas and Phoebe in the house. How are you doing, guys? You all right?
Well, good, thanks, guys. How are you?
Yeah, don't be too enthusiastic, Lucas. Good to see you, mate. It's all right.
How's the living situation?
I haven't got kicked out yet.
Nice. Still in there, holding on. He's our youth representative for property in London. It's quite nice.
If you want, Lucas, in my place where I live now, there's this huge cupboard space.
Oh, lovely.
It's really big. It's like the size of this.
He will let you have it for as little as £320 a month.
A week.
So.
Yeah.
It's really lovely central. But if you're desperate, then you could go in there. There's a light in there as well.
It's near a tube station. Great location.
Yeah.
Right,
exactly.
sold.
Exactly. And Phoebe, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
So speaks with her cakes. Thanks. Thanks,
Cooking's
Phoebe.
her art.
That's
So
enough of the niceties. You either get one or the other with the production teams. You either get a lovely, wonderful, consistent but very polite team, or you get an absolute disgrace sitting back there going, anyway, so have you seen this thing in New York where people are knifing each other but as a joke? And it's like, okay, smooch. No, I'll get the video up.
I'm just thinking about that when he showed the the fleshlights. Do you know fleshlights? Someone was making a Bug's Life, fleshlights.
Oh, I've seen that.
That is the most disturbing shit ever.
Where do those intersect in it? What is the consumer? You know, in marketing meetings where they say, our consumer is Anne. She loves, this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Our consumer is Dave. Known online as Vitriol the Night 86.
Yeah.
Loves Pixar, loves fucking objects.
Gonna make that big fat caterpillar into a fuckable object. Oh god.
No, I did not see that, Tom. But is this something you're looking to get me for tomorrow?
Yeah, that's.
What are you going to get me for my birthday?
Some respect.
A little respect. Oh, Phoebe's got it up, the image, so I can't really see from there, but it's a fleshlight with the face of
a Bug's Life.
Of a Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not good.
There's a whole, you get Thomas Tank Engine, it's a whole thing.
Okay.
You've ruined Ali's birthday present.
Exactly. Yeah, don't get it out. Next question to you, Tom.
Go on.
Similar to the one I asked before we started recording. Someone buys you a fleshlight for your birthday. As the joke, they're like, he's got a fleshlight.
Yeah, give it well. What, you're not gonna?
Would you do it?
What, you say you haven't? What kind of question is this?
I haven't had sex because I'm married to the Lord, but
weird.
Would you
give it well?
That's a man. That's what a man is in a happy relationship.
Yeah.
It's just.
Okay, eventually.
If you get caught with a fleshlight, you'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake. Well, at least it's.
It's what it is.
It's what it is, yeah.
You just got to be like, just give it a crack.
I couldn't have sex with a fleshlight.
Women, women, you know them. You've heard of them. Vibrators are very big for, popular art here. I understand.
Yeah.
I've only heard
the
rumors.
I get the Cum Guzzler 4000. Apparently that's over the top.
So if I want to buy a 6-foot sex robot, then it's
and marry her in a court of law. Apparently I'm the weird one.
Dress her up in your clothes,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you got a little vibrator and apparently you're all cool.
Oh.
So yeah, you'd do it. I don't think I could do it.
Look, if someone, it depends.
But you know how it works.
Circumstances, though, isn't it? If you were alone in a room for a long period of time, well, that's just your life, so it doesn't matter.
Do you know how it works, though?
What the fleshlight?
If you don't watch,
for someone who's never used one, you're gonna tell me how it works.
I've got a couple in the boot if you want to buy one, but
I've inspected the manual and I've seen all the different things and compartments that I would need to put my penis in it. Yeah.
I just read about him. Now, if you've not seen Rory Scovel's stand-up show, Rory Scovel tries stand-up for the first time on Netflix. I really recommend it. But he talks about it. But the thing is, he says when you're using it, you gotta like soften it up. So you have to put it in like boiling water for a bit. And he says it's the most ridiculous 5 minutes you could ever spend of your life while you're essentially boiling a fleshlight and just sitting there just like on your phone, just waiting for this vagina
to loosen. I mean, this all comes down to that famous pub sex, you know, the machines in pubs where you can get condoms. That comes down to that. I remember in Edinburgh, and there was you could get Viagra condoms and a blow up vagina all from the same.
That's what
the ultimate night, the trifecta of night.
Yeah,
you know?
they called it the pocket pussy.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
Which was again a name we were thinking of for this podcast. Welcome back to Pocket Pussies.
Got a couple of
absolute.
Yeah.
So that's one. Also cock rings.
Yeah.
And this is all coming out, guys. Anyway, we're a long-winded way to say we are now finally launching our merch. You can get AIDIF fleshlights.
Yeah. You can get Ali and Tom double-ended.
That's on the Patreon. That's
double-ended. Yeah, my head's bigger than this, and that's. You decide which end do you want to use. The Ali and Tom fleshlight double-ended.
Mum, no, it's merchandise. Everyone has it.
Don't be weird.
Why are you saying this is not? It's normal. It's called making it.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like it for your birthday. It's a joke.
The irony would be we'd sell, I think, more than we would think of the Ali and Tom double-ended fleshlight. Fucking hell.
Well, on a lighter note, what I will say is, now let me just make sure I am reading this correctly.
Okay, well, someone said something nice about us.
Amy.
Okay.
Messaged in.
Good. Hello, Amy.
Amy, shout out Amy. And you get the call. Free double-ended fleshlight coming your way.
Yeah.
Send us your details, PO box.
Yeah.
We will get that over to you. We will charge you for shipping.
Yeah.
Been catching up with AIDIF podcast during work this week, and it's helping me survive the long days. Thank you guys for the laugh.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Amy. That's the kind of supportive messages we need to keep this podcast alive.
I can't wait till we get the day where I don't have to make these up.
Yeah. That'd be lovely.
Thank you very much, Amy. Bless you, and we really appreciate it, and hope whoever you are, wherever you're listening to this, you're having a good day. Right. Away from pocket pussies and on to
the news, ladies and gentlemen. On to the news. The Queen has entered a new phase. She's evolved, and we're not going to see it till February.
This is the thing. So we got to face facts here. We need a new queen.
We need
That's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought what's RuPaul been doing this whole time?
Have you got the app?
Are you gonna? I thought it was like Eurovision. You sort of they pick a few and then you vote at the end.
Yeah, you
who you want to represent your country.
You reckon be a laugh? Yeah. Yeah. If the British public could elect a new queen, any thoughts?
So, this is okay. So let's go over the news quickly. So, firstly, yeah, I mean it sort of looks like it's the beginning of the end for the Queen. We don't know. I would like it to be sort of wrestling style, where Prince Charles is about to get the crown, and then her music plays like God save. And Queen just runs in and just sort of slams it.
John Cena's "You Can't See Me."
Yeah, exactly. The Queen just going. Yeah, it's called Lizzie, bitch, and then like rubs his face with the money she's on the. Yeah, like that. That's her finishing move.
We regret to inform you, and then it's just like, Psh, can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Yeah, sort of flings her crown at him, scepters him, and all that shit.
Yeah.
So she may go on and live for decades more, and we hope she does.
Yeah, we do. We don't dislike the Queen on this podcast,
but it's looking like her health has deteriorated recently.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing fewer public appearances, and it's come out and said that as part of her recovery, you won't be seeing her till February. Now, obviously, she normally does a Queen's speech. I don't know if that's going to be or has been recorded, or whether it means we won't see her in public events. I don't know. But yes.
Child's speech. I don't know how I feel about that.
Child's speech?
Child's. He'll be obviously next.
What are you saying? Charles?
Charles.
Charles?
Charles, yeah. Charles.
Sorry, am I the only one? Am I the only one who heard what happened?
Charles.
What's happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I've had a little bit of a word slip there, but
So
whatever.
how do you say Prince Charles?
Prince Charles. Yeah. Charles. I've been away for many hours.
I picked up with this Spanish accent. It's a Prince Charles. Yeah, see?
Charles. Sorry, Charles. Okay.
So
Prince
you've got
Charles.
Queen Elizabeth, and you've got her son, who is called
Charles. Right. He'll be doing the speech.
Well, he might be. I honestly don't know on that. But say.
But would you be happy watching him do it?
I never watched the Queen anyway. I couldn't give a shit. I don't really care.
That's actually. I didn't know that actually, and that's actually really upsetting.
I'm too busy praying to Satan on Christmas Day.
I'm actually watching the alternative speech.
Unboxing my fleshlights.
It's done by an anti-vaxxing shaman on YouTube, and he speaks the real truth.
I do my Christmas affirmations.
Yeah.
So the Queen, if she leaves us, I imagine it'll be like she'll sort of have some life as a Force ghost or something.
Yeah.
I assume they've got the technology for that now.
I can only hope.
She comes back.
But like Tupac.
Her Tupac and Biggie.
When he came back at Coachella, that'll be
the Queen comes back and there's loads of royalists just being like, what the fuck? This is the Queen.
Yeah.
So, your question. So if the Queen goes and people are like, Prince Charles...
But no one wants him.
Yeah, dead, mate. No one wants him. No, because also the crown as well, it doesn't paint him in a good... No one likes Prince Charles.
No.
No one really.
Wills, I'll be in. I'm cool with it. It's good. I'm good with that.
You know who I want?
Who?
Bring back Meghan. Imagine the scenes. Meghan just gets... And they're like, on this very sad day. And we just have this... will that the Queen left. Please leave all my earthly possessions and Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
To Meghan Markle.
Well, producer Phoebe lives in Windsor, so knows the level of, I would say, fandom around the royal family. You see it firsthand. And every time there is a wedding or some kind of engagement, there are people littering the streets. So yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. My brother looks a little bit like Prince Harry. So when it was his wedding was in Windsor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get him like outside taking pictures for a $5, but could have earned so much that day.
Oh. Well, so they would have thought that the prince who's about to get married is just hanging around outside Hobbs in Windsor.
Yeah.
Get photos for a $5.
Yeah. Right, okay. Fair. Well, I think Meghan would be great to bring her back.
What, just like let her back in, give it a whirl?
Gok Wan.
That's who you'd have.
He's not up to much nowadays.
I mean, I actually had an interaction pre-COVID in a casino with Gok Wan in central London.
Yeah, and that never goes. And he was
and I was
in a great period of his life.
Yeah, exactly. Things were going well. He hadn't put on a lot of weight. Wasn't heavily drinking at all. But whatever. I don't know.
Well, it's all about the confidence, Tom.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
And that's what he kept saying as he kept losing at craps. He kept losing at the roulette table.
I need more confidence. Another shot,
Doesn't
please.
matter how confident you are on 17, Gok. You've lost
going.
10 grand. Who would you like to have then, if not for Prince Giles?
Prince Charles.
Adrian Giles.
Who would I like to have? See, it's difficult because you want someone like who's going to be young and fit enough to be able to do the job.
Yeah.
That's a lot of waving and shaking hands. It's going to take a long period of time to do.
Yeah, tough that, innit? Fucking
Yeah.
hell. Yeah, imagine waving and shaking hands.
I don't know. Let's just give it to whoever the most famous TikToker is in Britain. That'll be that.
Well, it's not us then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not us who has to do that.
I think we just, I'm going to the popular vote and whoever gets the most likes.
I really liked your video on the vape, by the way. It was really good.
Oh, yeah. yeah. Oh, it really woke me up, perked me up, gave me a bit of a...
Whenever I'm having a long day, just wiping your brow with loads of dollars.
Yeah. I just have a little... Cool blast.
Yeah. Well, we hope the Queen recovers, and whoever will take her place, we hope it's not Charles, and it could be a competition winner. They should have it like. Did you ever watch that show when you were a kid where it was like two schools against each other?
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
They should do that, but
get
who wants to be
your own. Get your own back.
And if you're not the Queen, you're gunged.
Yeah.
Gunging should be more of a final part of a lot of TV shows.
You're just getting gunged.
You're watching Succession.
Love Island, gunge.
Yeah,
You know?
get the gunge.
Gunging.
That could be a section on this podcast soon enough. But onto our other news stories, big news stories of the week, is that Austria are going into full lockdown and saying that vaccinations are now mandatory. You have to be vaccinated, which is now inspiring talk that in our fair shores, the United of Kingdom, that we might have to have mandatory vaccinations, which on this podcast we are staunchly against. Your body, your choice.
No, get vaccinated, ladies and gentlemen. Get vaccinated. No, you know what?
Unless you sort of feel all right.
Yeah. You got a crystal that will protect you, whatever.
Yeah. If you want a third arm, get vaccinated. No, of course not, guys. Go get your vaccines like me and Tom did.
You know what? I said this off, but I think it will put people who are anti-vax to the real test. You know, how anti-vax are you? Are you willing to stay at home? Are you that anti-vax?
Well, they just
if you're willing to stay at home, fair enough. I think completely fair enough. You do you. You know, if you're willing to never leave your house and not put anyone else in danger, fucking truck on, man. You do you.
Because then you don't have to interact with these people either. So
exactly,
that's good, isn't it?
That's
then
great.
You can just.
I think that is exactly the solution. You know, or you know, you go and you move to some kind of island where you can be around other anti-vax people.
Epstein.
Yeah. I've heard there's a free one recently, and you can go just hang out there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That would be the unvaccinated island. Is that where you were? Just that.
Exactly.
You said it was severe.
Yeah. It's great. There's loads of fun stuff there. Loads of cool people.
Would you? So say, okay, you get invited to a party.
Right.
Imagine.
What, an anti-vax party.
Anti-vax party.
Yeah.
Loads of really cool people there. Industry people.
Right.
Everyone's there.
Okay. All the big hitters.
All the big hitters.
Yeah.
Would you go?
To an anti-vax party.
Anti-vax party. That's the thing.
No, I'd never show up to an anti-vax party.
You have to dress like an idiot. Which you done.
It's
nice to see you sporting the Ralph Lauren for a change. Get dressed up, to be fair.
Well, you know, I've just been in bloody Spain.
Exactly, yeah.
Would I ever go to no, I wouldn't go to an anti-vax party. I bet you what will end up though. Let's make $1 billion right now. Anti-vax dating app. Make $1 billion right now.
But that's already, is that not, do they not have that as an option?
I don't know. I'm not on the apps anymore.
Yeah, same.
Can we go over to the more lonely people on the podcast? What's that? Is it? Is there an option?
This is an appless. This is an anti-app.
Yeah,
podcast.
okay.
Actually, no one's. Why are you not on the apps, Phoebe?
Fucking rude.
But I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Are you not? Obviously, you'd
Phoebe,
be on the app, wouldn't you?
Sorry, Phoebe, you're so desperately alone. I think it's time that you bloody should be.
Would you just want to be alone forever then?
Yeah.
Like, weird. Are you asexual? Alone forever? Oh, okay, fair enough. But so what is your reason for not being on the apps? Because are you not? Well, you might be in a relationship now. Updates every week.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. I would say there's two reasons. One is like it's flipping long to like
Language, please.
I said flipping. It's long to chat to people and stuff, but also I have been, I think, catfished before, and
Ooh. You've been catfished before. What?
I think so.
What do you mean Oh yes, you told me about it because you never met up, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. That's why she's not on the apps. I'm not on the apps because.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
You should, again, I think it's about time that you should put on the fucking apps.
I agree with you. It's too much admin.
Yeah.
Too much admin, mate. Can't be bothered with that.
Okay.
But we'll get that. We'll get to our Agony Uncle soon and sort of see if we can sort that stuff out.
No, I think if there's an option, is there a vax? I think that would be smart if there was a vax.
I think there is, isn't there?
But vax? But is there an unvax option? So only matches of the unvax?
Well, not that it only matches. I think you say in your preferences. I think
okay.
that's happened. Maybe I'm talking about arse here. I feel like I read about it.
Okay. I feel like there's a market for.
You can go on like contact-free dates where you don't actually meet in person. This is like an option where you're comfortable.
That's what I do every time. They always say contact-free. I go to hold their hand. They're like, "Fuck off."
Contact-free dates, so like Zoom dates, basically.
Yeah, if you're comfortable dating in person, that's an option.
Oh,
okay.
fucking hell. These kids now.
The bloody future.
Fucking hell. When I wanted to get with someone, you had to go to a club and grind up against as many people as possible until one of them went all right then, and that was how you did it.
I just said hello, but whatever. You do you.
Hello, mate.
You do you. You like,
Do you know I know Will and Charles? Did you know that? That's what we had. The place was called Music Palace.
Okay.
And we went there as 14, 15-year-olds, right?
Right. Music at 14, 15, you're going to clubs.
This was like an underage night. You remember?
Oh, okay.
You remember those nights?
No, it makes it less weird. That's fine.
yeah. I was 23.
Yeah.
Did you ever do like Batchwood?
Yeah. Batchwood was the shit. Batchwood. You know what Batchwood really pissed me off? They would always be like, I went to a Halloween party at Batchwood once, right? And they were
You
giving,
might want to explain what Batchwood is. Another one.
Sort of a nightclub where they did nights for underage like kids.
Yeah.
So there was no booze, right?
I would smash back a few J2Os at the bar.
Yeah,
cool.
whatever. Hang out. There's actually been some
23.
memes, and I think they are at Batchwood. Have you ever seen like the kids dressed up and they look?
They
look like they're on a night out.
yeah.
Classic meme. But so I went to a Halloween party once, and they sort of would give glow sticks out to like the best dressed, basically the best looking kids there. In hindsight, pretty weird.
Glow sticks.
Yeah, and I was gutted.
Who are the sexiest kids?
I worked so hard on my Pirates of the Caribbean outfit, and I was gutted that I didn't get one.
I was back in the day. Do you remember? There was a point women our age at 15 were wearing tutus.
Yeah, that was
fluorescent tutus and stuff.
Yeah.
What was all that about?
I don't know, raven party time. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I said take that off. This is school. This is supposed to place of education. But yeah, that's what. And then we'd try and you just try and get off with people, and you try and get off with them by like sort of going up and grinding behind them, and then they'd sort of have a look, or their mates would have a look and either go like, or go.
No.
And then they'd detach, and you go, okay.
Yeah.
And then your mate would try.
Yeah.
And then you'd sort of switch we were all just getting off with people. And then the next day you'd be like, how many did you get off with? And that was the...
Yeah, and you'd lie.
And I'd say, what party?
Yeah. Come on, guys.
So we're ready for double science this morning.
Yeah.
What's this, Batchwood? What's that? Is that School of Economics?
Oh, wow. Well, talking of unsuccessful relationships, Adele has just released a new album.
Yeah. Having a go at me.
Yeah. She's just released a new album, 30. Based on the age she was when she started writing it. And obviously it's going to be a monster hit of an album because it's Adele.
Yeah.
And people love her with a passion.
You should try and get her on the podcast.
Email. She might do it. You know. She might. You know, she was doing that thing with Oprah last week. But makes logical sense.
I think she's hanging out with Carrie Elwes at the moment. But she...
Castle for Christmas comes out.
Don't promote it. He's not on.
Yeah.
Whatever. Watch whatever films you want. Adele's success.
Yeah.
What do you think of Adele? Do you like her?
I thought 21 was a groundbreaking album, and I thought it was incredible. I
don't want the party line, Thomas. I want your real thoughts.
I thought 21 was amazing. I thought 19 was actually really good as well. I thought 25 was a bit like, I can't really. I've only listened through the album once, and I think it's like, it's all right. Yeah. So it's more of the same, isn't it? It's not. She's not switching it up. She's not Gaga. You know, that's why I've got the respect for Gaga, because it's like, bang, I'm doing this, but then she's like completely switches up, does a country album. You know, she's versatile. Adele does one thing very well.
Yeah. And it's singing about heartbreak.
Yeah.
Me and her are similar in that way.
Yeah.
My mate's really annoyed at that House of Gucci film because he's Italian and he says it's really winding him up.
Why?
Because they've all got hammy Italian accents.
Oh,
no. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I am from Gucci. Yeah, that's what they were like. And he was just seething in the cinema when we went to watch The Eternals. And then he sent me a voice note later, unrelated to anything.
Yeah.
He was just like, you know when someone starts a voice note with a breath, an intake breath.
Mamma mia, no.
Yeah, he's a puppet. Yeah. It's a big puppet that goes like that. He was just like, this House of Gucci film really pissing me off, man.
No,
but yeah, so she doesn't switch it up, Adele.
She doesn't switch it up, and look, I'm not slagging up. She's obviously one of Britain's biggest talents. She's done very well, but it's just more of the same, you know.
More of the same. So that's it. Tom does not like Adele and thinks she's untalented. Mm-hmm. That's heard it here first. I have not listened to 30 yet. I look forward to hearing it when I...
Do you think... I also feel like with her husband, I feel like, you know, because by the time he probably started... I think he started dating her sort of around 25. He must have known, like, if this goes to shit, do you reckon, like, he was sort of... The whole time that they were together, if they ever had a row, he's like, don't write a song about that.
Well, this is what I think.
know?
I also think this about.
If he's like, you need to fucking put the dishes away, it's your turn. He hears her sort of tapping her foot, being like, you said, put the dishes
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
You'd be like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
My heart is a plate.
Yeah. What? You promised. You promised. Like, put
Clean-
those dishes away. Put those dishes.
He'll clean up everything but his act.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the same about date. I feel for people who date comedians. I mean, obviously, your agent has told you to remain single on stage for your success.
Yeah.
Don't tell them you're in a relationship, mate. We're trying to sell tickets here.
Genuinely friend of the show, Max Fosh, who's like, huge online, like whatever. His agent was like, yeah, just don't mention it. Just.
Brilliant. But yeah, I think that about dating a comedian as well. It's like, when you do anything. It could be a joke, could be a material bit. I mean, I often start my sets with, so I was with this real bitch the other day. And I'm talking about you. But
as you're being dumped, you're like scribbling furious notes down, just like...
Well, but I didn't talk about this. I don't think I talked about it in this podcast, but I told you before. But I dated someone recently who had previously dated the lead singer of Two Door Cinema Club.
Okay.
And
another famous ginger. We get it. Okay. You know them all.
And yeah, guys... If you want to know where my finger is, it's on the pulse. Two Door Cinema Club, big band, big name still. Two Door Cinema Club. If you want to check them out, just go back to 2010. And so anyway, but she said that he broke up with her and they dated for a year and a half, and that's when they got really famous. And she said she had to leave the country for a year because she was hearing Two Door Cinema Club everywhere. It was in all the adverts, it was in all the shops and stuff like that.
Yeah. I imagine Adele's husband just from today onwards just sticks some cotton buds in his ears and continues with his life.
Well, he's one of those who fucking loves Christmas songs now. He's like just playing Mariah Carey right now.
I mean, if you're Adele's husband right now, it's gonna be, or ex-husband, sorry, it's gonna be a real shitter. That is that, because I don't think he necessarily. It's not come out that he did anything particularly wrong or evil. They just went through a breakup and a divorce and it didn't work out. And it was sad. Yeah, he's now got to listen to, whatever. I guess I think he did get about 50 million quid in the divorce.
I think he's all right. I think he's doing all right.
Whatever.
Yeah. When he's then dating, you know what? This is how out of touch I am. I was gonna say Ariana Grande, but my mind went Ashanti.
That is some old reference.
She's still about, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, why not?
What happened to Ja Rule?
Yeah. Shout out Pete Davidson, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out Pete going official with Kim K. That is... It's confirmed that I need to get some... What am I doing? Where I need to go and get some funky clothes and some shit tattoos.
Yeah,
what am I on
and be
about?
funny as well. That'd be useful.
He's not funny. He's done all right.
To be fair, I haven't watched much of his stand-up. But yeah, well played, Pete Davidson. Between me and him, and Better Man won. I'll say it.
You're Hail Married with the DM. Several messages, quite a lot of voice notes. Kim, it's Ali Woods.
That's the voice I use, so that they don't know it's me. But then I also say my name as well. Very confusing.
Someone else we know.
Hey Kim. Hey Kim.
It's Ali Woods.
It's Ali Woods here. Just hoping that you're doing all right.
I'm in your bushes again.
I like your curtains. Very nice. Hey, is Pete with you?
Yeah.
I don't like Pete much.
I imagine your voice notes would get more and more like the Eminem Stan song, and then be like the second one would sort of be like, Kim, you fucking bitch, you're outside.
I'm playing Dido in the background, in fairness. I wouldn't mind that.
Kim,
I'm in the boot of the car.
I'm in the boot of your car.
Open your boot, Kim.
I've got a flashlight for you.
It's Ali Woods.
We have to edit so much of this.
You can't edit the best bits.
Yeah. The hits. All right. Well,
Kim. So good luck to you, Adele's husband. Good luck to you, Adele. Best of luck.
Good luck with the album. I'm sure it will be a monstrous hit.
Yes. Now we move on to our regular section, which is Agony Uncle, but not in a weird way. Crucially, now we've got lots of people messaging in for this one, so it seems to be quite a tumultuous time. So we're going to try and get through as many as possible. So let's do quick fire. How to help. First one, who's messaged to the official AIDIF account. My two exes who have never met are now friends. I assume this is a weird scenario. What do you think you do in that situation?
Two exes are now friends. Either you have very similar taste in men, which obviously that's
or her,
or they, or them.
Yeah. Kim.
Send
them both that voice note.
Yeah.
Send them, and then no problems.
I would say either you are similar taste in human being that you date, or my other theory on this is that maybe you were a terrible person. They bonded over their hatred of you.
Yeah, but what do you think about being comfortable? I think the point being is like I want to be comfortable with this situation.
Well, it's not really up to you, is it? Because you're no longer dating either of them, so they're just two people that you have no ties with. So
Just get over it.
Get over it. It's not your decision. They're your exes. So
That's the answer to that one.
yeah, if that's it being particularly horrible to you, or but if they're just two people who are going about their lives, but they're friends and you have no ties to them, I don't know. Shut up. Like,
So first one on Agony Uncle, where people message in their problems and ask for advice. Tom says, "Shut up."
yeah, we give honest advice. We give the honest. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be honest. Like it depends. I would need more context than like if they were conspiring against her, obviously, or him. That would be
Or her, or they,
or them, whatever.
or Kim.
Then that's one thing. But if they're just two dudes who used to date with our friends, like what do you mean?
Colleague at work is driving me crazy. At work, he seems to go between super friendly or super rude to me in meetings. Outside of work, he texts me a lot. Saying, valid words. I've noticed he then gets very upset with me in meetings if I don't text back. I'm all for being friendly with work colleagues, but I don't like texting with them. Also, he's a work colleague, not a real friend. Note, he is also married. I have to work with him a lot, and I'm tired of his constantly changing moods. Tom Elwes, what do you do in that situation?
Oh, that sounds very confusing.
Yeah, that's
because he's sort of like, why is he?
We'll skip that one.
Yeah. Boring. You got anything better?
What would you do in that situation, Tom?
What would I do in that situation? It's weird that he's being aggressive towards you. So it's not like he's a married man coming on to you. He's sort of being hot and cold with you. I don't know, that just it sounds like that could just be his demeanor and personality. I would maybe just be honest with him and just set some boundaries and be like, look, I don't feel comfortable with you texting me. Can we keep this completely work related? That's okay.
Yeah, keep it.
Set some
be
boundaries.
honest. Be honest.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Set some boundaries.
Just say, because also, sometimes, I mean, he might be a creep, or sometimes people don't realise what they're texting is you're finding it a large amount. Some people might just like texting all day, but this also feels a bit like he's a bit invested. So yeah, I'd agree, just set some boundaries with him, be straight with him. If it becomes a longer problem, you can even tell him this. If he continues with this, you can say, I will go into HR if this is it's getting too much now, and if he doesn't change behaviour again, then go to HR and report his problem.
Yeah, that's good.
I thought you might have sent that in about me. Keeps messaging me. Really clear. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a nice voice note. I send those to Kim Kardashian. She's going yourself lucky. Need help coming out. Everyone thinks I'm straight. Lol.
Oh wow. To who? Your parents? Your work?
I guess in general. I suppose he or she might just need help coming out. I mean, I've not got the best experience of this.
Me limited.
All I would say is that if you know who you are, then have pride in that. And if people don't accept that, then they're not your friends or fuck them.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
That's all we can really with that.
I suppose there's probably no right way to do it. Also, there must be podcasts on coming out stories and stuff like that.
We're not the ones who are going to be able to answer this.
All I do is straight.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely do some. Maybe do some research. I'm sure there's plenty of materials on YouTube about coming out. A lot of stories.
I can just imagine your son coming up to you, and this is what you say. There's plenty of YouTube. Just go on there. I don't want to know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel bad not speaking from experience.
Yeah.
So on this one.
Yeah. There's going to be people who are much more qualified than us about coming out.
We'll give you their names.
Yeah.
They haven't even come out properly, but we know they're gay. Okay, wait. So this is for me. My boyfriend broke up with me after one of your shows, and now I want to go with him to your next gig.
Oh my God.
So if I'm understanding that right, your boyfriend has broken up with you, but you want to come to my gig with him. In which case, I'd say tickets are a very reasonable price, so get two. Get them forget.
Okay.
So that's it.
I mean,
Problem solved.
I'd love to know a few bits of context here. Where was the gig? Was it one of your solo shows? Was it what material were you doing? Were you doing that stuff about how all women are evil and they should get rid?
Yeah.
Pin them off straight away.
Yeah, well, I know the boyfriend now. He's a good mate now.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I clocked him in the forums. I was like, were you at the gig last night? He was like, yeah. He's called Slayer 444.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll edit that out. But yeah, so what I'd say to that is probably don't hang out with him at my gig or anywhere for now. If you've broken up, just let it get some space, I'd say.
Yeah, and come to your show alone. Bring a friend. Ali Woods.
Bring other friends. Bring other friends, mate. There's loads of them. Get them down. My friend Darla just asked this, but we need advice. Dating British men as an American. So this is from both, Darla and another lady. So how do you date British men if you're an American? So we can only assume on stereotypes that maybe Americans more forthcoming and more positive. Yeah. How do you date British men who like to keep everything down and dour?
How do you date British men?
I'd say probably...
And the same way.
Same way.
Just be,
Don't expect them to come up and be like,
hey,
excuse me, I saw you from across the diner and I thought, wow, gee, that's a girl I'd like to take to prom. Don't expect that.
You are.
Yeah. It'd be more like looking at you as they're sort of down in more rum and cokes and then...
Working out the courage, and then they're going to go up to you and ask you for a lighter. Even though you're inside.
At the bar, like... Do you have a boyfriend then? Yeah. And you're like, no. And they're like, fuck off then. Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Don't expect forthcoming. Maybe, just...
Don't expect them to
be forthcoming.
Yeah, approach you.
So don't feel free to... And we always say that we sometimes get messages like these from people asking about how to approach men or dating men. Feel free to go and as long as you're polite. As long as you're polite.
DM them on Instagram. Not me. Please don't never do that. I got into a lot of trouble this week with that. Let's not do that ever again. But
from my DM.
I know, every time.
It's just a voice note.
You sent me the prototype for the fleshlight. Girlfriend hated it.
Yeah. Hey mate, basically already
just got these back from China. What do you reckon?
Last thoughts. Any final thing? Really looking for sort of more colour and aesthetics than the design's already been done. We've gone for sort of a normal size 3 inches. Okay, so we covered that one quickly. I like this English guy, but I'm currently in Argentina. Fucking pandemic ruined it all. Should I move on or wait?
Oh, I feel the pandemic's gonna be not a problem. Fingers crossed. In 6 months.
You sound like a Boris Johnson speech. I feel like the pandemic. It's probably all fine now.
Yeah. It's coming back a bit, but not to the extent that it once was. Well, fuck me. I mean, if they broke up. It's been a year and a... What?
No, I think it's more that they haven't been together, but she really liked him. Then now she's in Argentina and maybe the pandemic is making it difficult to...
Yeah, but they haven't been together for 18 months. It would be interesting to know how long they were together before the pandemic. Okay. If they really like each other and, it really is love, then, love knows no bounds and they can make that happen. Just zoom it up for a bit longer and then soon enough you'll be able to travel.
Yeah. Sorted. And final one. I'll just read this as is. We fancy each other, but he has a girlfriend and he was hiding that from me. Shit. Not a good guy, I would say.
Yeah.
Don't go out with him.
If you've got girlfriends or you're married or you've got kids or any of those things, then be honest with people if you've got them, because it's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, I would say just don't approach that dude.
Yeah, I would. If he's been hiding it from you, well... maybe
he's hiding it for your feelings.
Yeah. Off the bat, terrible fucking idea. Don't go near him. But equally, if it's like you've fallen in love with a man and you're like, what can you do? I know it's not great, but lots of really romances start out where someone's in a relationship. It's not great. You should never break up a relationship. You piece of shit. But I don't know.
You ever done it?
Have I ever broken up a relationship? Well, not to my knowledge. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Never, not to my knowledge.
Not for me to say, mate.
Yeah,
not for me to say.
Not to my knowledge. I've never knowingly broken up a relationship, but I don't. I have no idea. I don't want to say no for sure because there may be somebody messages me and be like, "Well, we got off on holiday and then my boy, whatever."
Well, I have. I just gigged and it so I got broken up. I just gave someone the gift of comedy.
Yeah.
Apparently that made them more upset than they've ever been in their life.
And they went home.
So what are you gonna do? Thank you everyone for sending them. Good luck with your specific life drama. It's been quite a hectic week, and you'll all be getting a complimentary fleshlight in the post. Send us your PO box. Now on to our final regular section. Now Tom was away on his island,
España.
España. And so I only have my ones that you might not even know what this one is.
No,
I
don't.
Okay.
I don't look at your stories. Don't be stupid.
This is good. So while someone's out with their girlfriend, holidaying it up, Muggins over here.
At home, as usual, late at night, in his bedroom.
We can't just go, yeah, you're right, said all that, mate. All right, safe, man. See you later. Yeah, fine. I've got to go to New York for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I'll be back.
So this week, our fail mail, this is where you, the listeners, message in about a subject, your funny anecdotes. So what is the funniest prank you've ever done / had done to you? Now, unlike catastrophes in your own life, this is not popular at the moment. Not a pranking crowd. Okay, I get it. But we've got a few to read
Pranks.
out.
Okay. Pranks is funny.
Watched a horror movie and jump scared my big brother into dropping his last pint.
Lol.
Which I quite like that as a concept of my last ever pint.
How many pints was he having as well? Yeah. Throughout the horror film.
Yeah, exactly. What a legend. Now we have a. I need to cut this. Oh, I think. Okay, actually, I don't think we do have. I thought someone messaged longer, but I think that was actually about Agony Uncle.
Oh, it's just sick content. People fucking
This
love it.
is
This is why people come.
This is getting cut, lads.
This is why. Can you do little markers on
Do that.
bits of the timeline?
Do that. It's got to go to my archives. Sorry. My
Is
apologies.
that a doable thing?
No, I can't do that.
Okay.
What can you do, mate?
Yeah. The producing expertise. Unbelievable.
Don't worry, this is all getting added up. Next one. Covered my friends with tampons and lines.
And lines.
I don't really
Limes?
understand.
Are you saying lime?
Lines with an N. Lines of coke?
Coke? I mean, I've had worse weekends. I mean, what?
Yeah, but I mean, fair play. My parents' wedding when I was 17, it ruined my coolness at school. So I think they're saying that their parents getting married
Was a prank?
at 17 was some sort of prank on them. Mom! Like such a 17-year-old. Mom, literally ruined my life! Oh my god! Yeah, 12's hard enough! Yeah, I'm happy for you, whatever. I tricked my sister into buying her own Secret Santa gift and then wrapping it.
Good.
Someone just said, this is advice, give him a shout right behind his back while he thinks he's home alone. Super scary. We got our mate a fake scratch card and he believed he won £3,000. He was going to quit his job.
That's so harsh. I also rate that he quit his job for $3,000.
Yeah. That's
a job that you're really not committed to.
That's probably because they thought probably if he got like 1.5 million or something like that, then it'd be really. They were like, "What's a price that would make him be super excited?"
Yeah.
But also like you could be like, we had you." But he was like, "This is all I need.
Yeah.
Finally, I can invest in my startup.
Yeah.
This is my dream." And they're like, "Mate."
Sorry, calm down.
He's already halfway through the message to his boss. I convinced my then boyfriend on a very windy night that England has storm cellars, and he actually went to the basement waiting for the sirens to state it was safe to come out.
The harsh bit was that guy's probably from a country where they really do have storm cellars. Like he's probably some like Peruvian guy or something. Someone who's used to hurricanes, and he's like, okay, just let me know.
His English isn't that good. And she's like, you have to stay here, okay?
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
And she's up there and he thinks, oh
It's
God,
like,
I hope she's
I
alive."
lost my aunt last year.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, she got him. During the first lockdown, told my kid he had to record himself in full uniform for registration. He did it and then stole all my shoelaces. Touché, kid. What a strange tete-a-tete you've had with your child. Fair play, bit of a prankster himself. My brother used to put toothpaste on my hand when I was asleep, then tickle my nose. Classic. I've seen that one. Yeah. And then finally, similar to what we've had already, on a school trip, we filled the boys' bedrooms with fake tampons and covered them in ketchup.
Classic.
I like the idea that it's fake tampons.
Yeah.
And not just unused tampons. Like they've gone out and got I don't know. What would fake? How would you fake a tampon?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
For the mind to ponder. Right, what an absolutely rip-roaring end to the show.
You ever done any pranks?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm too busy revising.
Yeah, you don't seem like the prank kind. I did loads of pranks, classic pranks.
What did you do?
Just,
You're probably had a class in pranks. That was probably examined at your school.
Holes and bricks. They're like, you're a bloody chap actually.
Yeah, exactly.
You've smashed the prank for me.
Yeah. Tom, you're actually falling behind in banter.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit worried that your languages won't
come on, mate. There you are. I did loads of classic pranks. Like break into people's when we covered an entire kitchen floor in little cups of water. Very.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
I wrapped up someone's entire bedroom with a newspaper.
Okay.
Filled someone's room with balloons, but to a point where if you couldn't open the door because there's so many balloons.
Wow, that's quite good.
Yeah, that actually took about 2 days to do. That's why he was away.
Well, this is where your university education's.
First year was pretty boring.
The only prank I remember doing, we did prank phone calls back in the day.
It's like your teacher at school was like, "Oh, you actually got an A-," and he was like, "No, just got you as an A." You're like, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. That would have really."
I was about to cut myself.
Yeah, again.
So the only prank I remember definitely doing, and rather than just being part of, just being there, was calling up prank calls. And one I remember going really well, which if it was recorded at it would have been great to have had it as filmed, but must have been over 10 years ago. And I was just put on a thick Scottish accent, and then we called a restaurant, but it was like an American person who was, and I was trying to say about a booking, and they just couldn't understand, and she was pissing herself, and I was increasingly getting angry, going, "No, I'm looking for the name Ahidachi." And then she was like, "I'm so sorry, sir. Can you spell that out?" I can. It's E-U-A-E-A. Then she go, "So was that A?" I'm like, "No, it wasn't E."
Quality prank call.
And then she started laughing, but she also did laugh and be like, "You're getting me here." She was just like, "I'm so sorry, I don't know what you're saying." That was excellent.
Quality prank call. I mean, I'm trying to think of prank calls as a kid. There's a lot of being at school and people just prank calling stuff and just be the worst. So I wonder as a business, how if you're a restaurant or something, how often you just get a dumb kid calling you up, sniggering down the phone.
But but people don't call now. People be scared to call. This is a pranking a Gen Z would be to call them.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going for you, Gen Zers, wherever you are. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah. That's when you know you're down with the kids. These kids nowadays can't even answer the phone.
Yeah, wholesome prank call.
Anyway, how are we doing, Royal Cruises? We all right?
Still, our wholesome prank calling. We used to call up a business to say we want 50 pizzas, put their kitchen out of business, and that'd be that.
Yeah, and it was called a laugh.
Yeah.
And now you can't do that without being transphobic.
Yeah.
Right.
Good times. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to another excellent episode of All I Do Is Fail. I'm your host, Tom Elwes. You can follow me at all good social media platforms.
Ali Woods Gigs. If you are free Monday, 22nd of November at 9:30 p.m, you can come to Angel Comedy, where I'm doing a work in progress show just announced yesterday.
Hi.
So by all means, come down. You can get tickets in advance, or you can turn up and chance it on the door.
Who dropped out?
It's actually an open micer. And if that's too early for you, then I have my other show, 20th of December, Monday 20th of December at Top Secret Comedy Club. You can get your tickets online for that.
Thank you very much, guys. This has been All I Do Is Fail. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye.